Yo, what is up guys, Ghost here, welcome back to the channel. Short video for you today. There is a brand new blog post out from DICE covering what's new with Battlefield Labs and how the development is going, so I just wanted to bring that one to you as soon as possible. We've also got some new concept art to look at as well, so as always, if you guys enjoy the video content here on the channel, make sure you're subscribed because there's going to be plenty more to come on Battlefield in the future. So, let's first of all take a look at the concept art here. This is the new map called Capstone. It is set in Tajikistan. This was the map that they were playing in the last Battlefield playtest, in the Labs playtest, a couple of weeks ago I think it was. And up in the corner here we can see attack helicopters, and this is actually the new Tiger, the Eurofighter helicopter, which I don't believe has ever been in the Battlefield game before, so that's pretty exciting there. Then over here, of course, we can see what looks like the A flag, plenty of sandbags and cover around there, which is definitely a good thing to see because we know that there wasn't so much of that in some of the Battlefield 2042 maps when those released. Down here, we've got a path leading up to the mountains, so it looks like this map is going to have a lot of verticality. No surprises there, it is a mountain range. Aesthetically, it sort of reminds me of Alborz Mountains from Battlefield 3, one of the DLCs for anybody who remembers that. Was it called Armored Kill, maybe? Alright guys, let's jump over to the blog post and take a look at what DICE have to say here. So they say, in February, we announced Battlefield Labs as our most ambitious community collaboration in franchise history to validate the future of Battlefield. Today, we'll update you on our initial learnings and how we'll continue to scale testing into the future. Across our 4 initial play sessions with a small group of core Battlefield players across Europe and North America, we've completed thousands of hours of gameplay, had hundreds of hours of player spawns, and seen over 1 million environmental objects destroyed, including walls, windows, crates, and buildings that your squad crashed the helicopter into. The players in these sessions have helped us successfully validate the following areas. So, first of all, establishing a solid foundation for smooth, low latency, and high performance gameplay. So that I think is incredibly important there. We definitely want the netcode in the game to be good. It's historically been pretty bad in a lot of Battlefield games, so that's nice that they're focusing on that. Then finding the right balance in movement speed for functionality such as crouch sprint, combat rolling, and vaulting as part of our combat pacing initiatives. So I know that's been another hot topic there, the movement in the game. People have seen these, I guess, more modern movement techniques that have been creeping into Battlefield games and, well, FPS games really in general. And some Battlefield players don't like them, so it's nice that they are working with the community to sort of, you know, dial those in and get the amount of movement correct. And then using destruction to create fun and lasting tactical gameplay across rounds and experiences. So this time they haven't shown us any footage. Last time they put out a blog post, we had one of our first looks at destruction, and a lot of people thought, wow, you know, like the whole facade of this building fell away from a single RPG. Maybe that's a little bit too much destruction. I think they're still testing things out there, and that would indicate here that they are indeed doing that. So, exploring new ideas for the future and receiving direct player feedback continues to be a crucial aspect of the Battlefield Labs process. Even if some ideas never reach release, it helps us understand and refine elements that resonate most with players as we continue to build Battlefield together. It's been a valuable and exciting experience for our team and community so far, and we are looking forward to continuing that collaboration alongside with you. So what's next? Now that we've wrapped up initial server performance and stability concerns, we've validated a solid foundation for a core Battlefield experience, and we're now ready to continue scaling Battlefield Labs testing globally. So throughout May, we'll be inviting more players across Europe and North America, and we'll start to include select areas of Asia. Okay, so that's great news. It sounds like they wanted to get the game sort of dialed in to a certain degree in terms of server stability, just so they knew things were going to work in that regard, and now they're going to start adding in more players. So if you've been waiting to get into the Labs playtesting like me, then maybe May is going to be our month, guys. So alongside testing new content, we'll continue to iterate on our initial focus areas, such as balancing the different weapon archetypes and damage values, as well as movement and combat pacing mechanics. Destruction also remains an ongoing topic across our play sessions. We will continue to test destructible objects across a variety of maps and fine-tune damage levels of surfaces. following community updates on gunplay and destruction, we'll be back in the future to talk more about classes and the all-out warfare experience. So, of course, if you want to get involved, head over to the EA playtesting and go and sign up to Battlefield Labs if you haven't already, although I'm sure most of you guys have. So that's pretty cool to hear. You know, it's really nice that hopefully more of us are going to get invited to the playtest soon. I think it was over 1 million people signed up, so it's no surprise really that a lot of us haven't been invited. It's not like the odds are really with us. So that's always nice to hear. Later on this evening, guys, there is going to be the next EA earnings call, the investors call, where Andrew Wilson or maybe somebody else over at EA may drop some useful information or some interesting information on when the next game may release. Of course, Grand Theft Auto 6 has just delayed their release date. They've also dropped an absolutely killer trailer, by the way. I'm sure you've already seen it. Oh, that game looks so good, but, well, this is about Battlefield. And so I think it's going to be interesting to see if he's got anything to say in that regard, because last time around he was talking about how they were maybe thinking about delaying the game if they had to, depending on other releases, obviously referencing GTA 6. If anything comes out of that, if there's anything interesting, I'll put a video out on it tomorrow, so make sure you are subbed up to the channel so you don't miss out on that one. Leave a like down below, as always, guys, if you enjoyed the video. I know it was pretty simplistic today, we had no gameplay or anything, but the watching is always appreciated. Have a good one, and I'll see you all in the next video.